Life is going great right now. I'm gonna lay it out clear and concise. I have no money. That's all I got. $15. Don't let the stack fool you. It's all ones. All ones and a five. And I gotta go in my tank to get me to and from work until Friday, or I'm gonna die. So you may be asking me, Dimitri, you ain't got no money, Meech. Your car barely work. You about to be negative about $200 in your bank account. And life is good? Let me explain it to you. So, I recently got a call from a performance shop in Midwest Houston called BFS Performance. Coyotes. Gen 1, 2, and 3. Coyote Ford Mustangs, primarily. Now, as much of a Ford guy as I am, as we just discussed, I am broke. And I've been this way since I crossed the stage of high school. Just surviving. But they gave me a call and it was like, hey, come in and do an application. We want to see what you about. So I said, cool beans. So I went there trying to hide my geek nature around cars. But I think one thing gave it away. When I asked the lead tech there, can I see the cars? I asked him if I could see the cars, and I saw him look at me, and I was like, no, yeah. Hopefully you don't think I'm a dude, but let me put in the perspective how crazy this is. Everything I know is okay. I'm gonna go back one more step. I'm 22 years old. Handsome, huh? Yep. Everything I know about cars and performance, building crazy stuff that goes fast, it's all up here. Putting engines in cars that they don't belong in, the formula is more or less the same for every car and engine combination you can think of. The formula is more or less the same. So I put it's all up here. Now, in the practice, real deal, have you done it? That's a different story. Recently, after I did the application, I didn't want them to forget about me, so I called the lady, the hiring manager there, a few days ago. I was like, "Hey, um, my name's Dimitri. I came over and did the application a few days ago. I wanted to see if y'all was still looking for people." She said, "Can you come in tomorrow?" I said, "Y'all open at 4:30?" She said, "We close at 6 on Saturdays." I said, "I'm gonna be there." Mind you, this is Midwest Houston. Despite what anybody would have you believe, Spring, Tomball, Humble, that's not Houston. Houston is Houston. If somebody tell you they from Houston, and I'm going off on a tangent. Let me get back to it. So she says, come in at, you got to be here before 6 or you're going to miss your window. So I'm like, I'm going to be there at 4:30. So I get there at 4. And I asked one of the dudes, hey, you seen Lady? And he was like, she over there eating with the owner. and the lead tech. I'm like, cool. So I go over there. They got like a little area with a couch, with some couches, some chairs, a coffee table, and a TV in the middle of the shop, like dead middle of the shop. It is cozy in there, bro. I could sleep in there. I could live in there, and not. I got a family over here. My lady and her brother stay in my house. I could live over there. So cozy, surrounded by 1,000 horsepower plus cars, bro. That sounds like the sleep of a lifetime. Wake me up by the engine noise. Danny, say something.
What's up?
Excuse me. So she asked me, "What can you do?" I start waffling. Performance is what I say. If you want me to put a turbo on a car, I could do that. If you want me to put a supercharger on the car, I could do that. Want me to build an engine? I could do that all day. Mind you, I only know how to do it. I only know how. That's it. Have I done it before? No. I don't even have the tools to do it. Like, bro, I spent that's like half of the tools that I need to buy in the next 2 weeks, or I'm fried. So I was talking to one of the techs at my current job at Caliber, and I said, "What was it like when you first became a tech?" He said, "Scary as balls." Mind you, he's the best tech in the company at the moment. Never has a call back. Never misdiagnoses a car. They come in, he starts it, he listens, he says, "Hey, you need this." Turns it off. They get it, he puts it in, problem solved. There you go, done. The best tech in the company told me the first time off the deep end is always the scariest. And for me, the deep end is about 100 feet deeper than it was for him, because he had ASCs, and when he went to UTI, the whole nine. Like, he got hands-on experience with this. My hands-on experience is an LS Swap New Edge Mustang I got in my stepdad's garage that ain't running right now because I needed money and I had to sell the engine and transmission out of it. It's probably never gonna run at this point. So, Dimitri, how is life so good? It's a dream job. A dream job. One step closer to what I want. I want to race cars, but I gotta get it out the bottom. Dig it out the concrete. Before you race cars, I guess you gotta build them when you broke. Otherwise, you ain't gonna have a race car to drive. What better place to learn how to build a race car than off the deep end? It's sink or swim territory. So today at work, after I got the news, I put my 2 weeks notice in. My boss is sick as a dog. Her being sick as a dog and seeing me leave, because at this point I've been the backbone of the shop. Like, with no exaggeration and no cockiness in my tone. Everybody's gone. Everybody left. The company got bought out. And me having love for the people that were there and not wanting to see them drown or lose money or get fired because they wasn't getting no oil changes and no brake fluid services and whatnot taken care of because they didn't have no express techs in the shop. I stayed and did three general service techs worth of work on my own. So when I put my 2 weeks in, um, it was real emotional for the shop because when we got bought out, it went from three of us to two of us, me and one other guy, and the other guy couldn't take it with two of us, so he left. Then it was just me, and it's been just me for a month. And I told her, hey, I need you to get somebody or I gotta go. And then she got somebody. And then when he got here, he realized, hey, this shop is not meant to be ran by two express techs. It's supposed to be a third one here. And he left. So it's just me again. And with it just being me and just getting a call to go and perform my dream job in Houston, I had to go. So some aspects it sucks. Some aspects it's great. I'm so excited and so nervous. And that's why life is good right now. Life is real good.